Dakesis, AoniaFest. I feel like we've done this before, but we haven't. How are you guys feeling at the moment?
Really ridiculously hot.
Yeah, very warm and moist.
So when this call came and, you know, hey, play this, let's do this, what attracted you to it? Why did you want to do it?
Okay, so listen, right, we have been friends with Aonia since the dawn of time.
No secret, yeah.
Right, literally, they're one of the first bands that we like really connected with.
Yeah.
You know, they've got 2 girls, we've got 2 girls. But no, like we played a few shows together years ago. This isn't our first AoniaFest. It won't be our last.
Of course.
And so when they said, do you want to play? We were like, hell yes, anytime.
Please. Yep.
Bring us to Corp. We love it here. We love those guys. We love the crowd here. So yeah, it was an easy yes.
Do you feel like the last couple of years, the momentum, in particular in Dakesis, and following COVID, you guys suffered just like everybody else did.
hugely,
You've been
yeah.
able to pick it back up?
A little bit, yeah.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. It was really hard releasing an album on the day of lockdown.
On March 28th.
Still incredible. It's incredible that happened, yeah.
And it
yeah.
was unfortunate, wasn't it? And it, you know, when we came back, you know, us gigging the album and touring with it is our way of kind of releasing it, and you know, that cathartic exercise of dealing with all the emotions that went into it.
Yeah,
and
like-
we didn't have that.
Fractures is like a super emotional album. It's about our grief. We had a real bad period with lots of grief in it, and we wrote this album to deal with it. So we were gearing up for that, you know, March 2020.
Yeah.
Like, we get to go out there, going to sing about my feelings. I'm going to share all these emotions. I know other people feel this way, and we geared ourselves up for it. And then we had this like one last rehearsal the day before the lockdown came in for our big show that we had planned, and I cried the whole way through it. We kind of knew that it wasn't going to happen by that point.
Really? Okay, yeah.
And like I remember we ran the whole album start to finish, and I cried the whole way through that rehearsal because I knew we were going to lose festival season and the European tour and the UK tour, the launch show. So it took us a while to kind of get over that and get back out again, you know?
So you were quite confident early on, because, I mean, early on, I get in the world, there was a sense that we don't really know what's going on here. Let's see how things go, particularly in the scene in the UK.
Yeah.
When we first shut down, it was like, well, let's see how things go.
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to sit down?
Yeah.
But you were aware this was going to basically halt all momentum.
Yeah, I think we knew. Like we said we would do the last practice. Like, you know, if we crossed our fingers and we said, like, if we can do it, we can do it.
Yeah.
We planned for a live stream. That was our backup plan.
Yeah.
And we actually rehearsed for the live stream when we knew that lockdown was coming, but that was before we were told, right, you can't actually do that. So for months, the studio where we were going to hold the live stream was just like a ghost town. It had our equipment set up.
Well, yeah,
for
we
months.
like my boots and my costume was like left on a riser. Like Matt's guitars just left.
So-
he took it off at that rehearsal
And just
and it
left
stayed
it.
there.
Oh my
And when we
goodness.
went individually to go and check on the studio to make sure, you know, it wasn't on
Yeah.
fire or anything.
It was really hard,
just
wasn't it?
by ourselves, just looking at this stage setup, like
What
and it
could
was-
have been.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And the reason why we focus on that, because ultimately that is the past, but it's such an incredible, an important aspect of where we are now.
Yeah.
So we hit 2023. We're now 6+ months. We're now over 6 months in. 2023. Have you found it's been a good year for Dakesis so far?
Yeah.
It's been busy, and it's been busy not with Dakesis. Like we've run the Metal to the Masses in Birmingham. We had the grand final last night.
Yes, incredible.
And we really threw ourselves into that, knowing we would have to take a bit of a step back from Dakesis. And we've also got Women of War and our recording studio, and I run a music school, and we have full-time jobs as university lecturers.
It's absurd.
So we've been busy, but not necessarily with Dakesis. And then we got offered the Soapy stage at Bloodstock, and we were like, it's time. Like, let's book a few shows. Let's get back into the swing of things.
We're writing as
We're
well.
writing. We've got a big chunk of our next album kind of ready to go, and it's just getting the timing right for us. Like we're humans with our own lives, you know, and we want to do so many things as well as Dakesis. But this is our heart. Like this is what we want to be doing. And right now is when Dakesis is kind of, from last night, going to be our main focus again.
Did you struggle to get back into the writing process, because ultimately Fractures probably hasn't been given the legs that it deserves?
Yeah.
So are you conscious even of that now?
Yeah, like Fractures will always be the one that got away. Like I think it might. I mean, our new stuff I love, but like I think Fractures is going to have a special place in our heart forever because of why it was written and what it meant to us, and it never did what it was supposed to do. It didn't reach like where it was supposed to reach.
And it was the first album that we'd done truly independently. You know, Matt mixed it.
Of course.
We worked in the studio. I mean, 4 years we put into that album where we were getting constantly stopped. You know, a lot of people, unfortunately, we lost through that period. I got pregnant. So all of that is in that album. And it was a long time.
So why are you still here? I think that's the biggest question. You are still standing. Why are you still here?
Oh, this is the only way we know how to cope with our trauma is through writing songs. And it sounds like a selfish thing, and it's not. Like, we do this because we like to share it with people. But honestly, like, Dakesis is our catharsis, and we have to be. Like, we don't know how to not do this. This is what we do.
It's the only thing that we know to do to carry on.
But do you look at the wider, say, the UK scene specifically? UK scene is both incredibly impressive, but also a complete and utter mess. Particularly when it comes to venues following COVID and so on. How do you feel Dakesis fits in the grand scheme of things these days?
I think we're very lucky, actually. I think we've got a background in promotion, so we can always put on our own shows. We know how things work behind the scene. We've built a really good network for ourselves.
So we work in the industry, you know. We're working with, you know, with some of the big boys and the big girls and the big theys now. And I think we're still figuring out maybe where Dakesis fits into that scene now. Like, we haven't done a proper tour since COVID. We did have one, and then Matt got COVID and we couldn't do it.
And then we got COVID.
And then we got COVID. So we are, Dakesis wise, I think we're finding our feet again. But for the other things we do, I feel like we're there. Like, we've kind of wrapping up Metal to the Masses last night, and the Power Metal Quest Fest announcements are all going out next week. So it's kind of like we've done all of that other stuff that we do, we've kind of done, and now it's time to come home and just the four of us do what we do best and sing about our feelings.
So give me a rough, as much as you can, as much as you're willing to say. We have another 6 months to go before the 2020. Right, we have mentioned, and we won't get into it now because I want to talk about it in the way in the future in another interview. Bloodstock, fantastic, genuine, amazing achievement. But what else might the rest of 2023 look like that you can...
Studio.
What do you think? Studio?
I think
this year, or are we looking,
this year. Well, that's the great thing about having your own studios. If we want to go record at 4 a.m, we can. You know, the only thing that's slowing us down is all the stuff we do.
Real life.
So real life, and you know, Women at War isn't real life.
Well, I mean, of course, it's such an important aspect of it.
But it is, So we'll be in the studio soon. I think. All the focus is on Bloodstock now. We're gonna bring it. We mean it. We know we've been wanting to play the Sophie stage for a long time, and it's kind of rite of passage, kind of, isn't it? Like, you get to a certain point, and it's like, right, you got to do Sophie stage now. We're ready, and then then we're gonna give you a new album. That's what we'll do.
What's the likelihood of hearing new music from Dakesis this year?
I think quite high.
I think so. We might drop.
Are we doing Koya, or we're not sure yet?
No, like, not sure yet. Genuinely, like, we've got stuff that's kind of coming together, and like, I think you'll get a single at the very least. I can't promise that you'll get an album this year, but I reckon you'll get a single and a video at the very least.
Well, we'll drop something, and it's also, you know, navigating the scene at the moment. You know, the cycle isn't quite album releases for a lot of people.
And we're an album band. We only write concept albums.
It might be that we experiment with, you know, a concept standalone single, or...
Oh, we do. I'm going to, a little secret, little exclusive, right? So we do have what could potentially be like a 14-minute single, which we've never done before. We've always done like 2 and 3 minute singles, and then we save the long tracks for the album. But one of the things that we're working on is like a big, long kind of epic, but it's a standalone. So that could be maybe what you get this year.
This is the stuff that stands out these days, though, because ultimately to stand out amongst an incredible scene around the world, you need to do something different. And the whole, you know, we talk about, you need to do 2-3 minutes and so on, but you'll just get buried amongst everyone else. So
so why not release a 15-minute long music video, you know? Like, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be us.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm doing so hard. I want to talk about Bloodstock. I want to avoid it, so we're going to move on to the next section. Brendan, Ozzy Osbourne. So, this is a random selection of questions that can be the most serious or the most stupid things you'll ever get asked in your life.
Can't wait.
You will choose,
Stupid.
and we'll do 5, switch between the two of you.
So just
Have a go. Anyone you want. What the hell did you get?
Have you ever had a diva moment on stage?
Ass.
Almost fucking
Matt definitely
certainly.
has.
So can I swear?
Yeah.
Almost fucking certainly. I think people expect me to be the diva of the band, but I think it's Matt as well.
Yeah.
Matt is really like particular about what he wants
Yeah.
and what he needs, and I think the most diva-ish has probably been like Matt having a technical issue and being like, I don't know. Have I ever had a diva moment on stage? Like, yes, I have stood in like a rhinestone bodysuit with a wind machine and
It
smoke
almost
going
feels
up.
like it's expected.
Like that's a diva moment. Like.
Costume reveal.
Yeah, costume reveals, flags, like like I live that kind of diva moment, yeah, but I don't think I've thrown a tantrum on stage and you would never.
No.
Okay.
Great question.
Amy, have a go.
Okay. No pressure. If you could be
Easy.
any animal, what would you choose? Is
Cat.
it easy? Orca.
Cat.
Orca.
Orca? Yeah. I've changed my mind. I also pick orca.
Okay. We have had way too many underwater questions tonight. Two other bands. It's just been too random. I don't know why they've ended up there, but there you go. Orcas. Okay, let's say no more. Choose another one, Gemma. Gemma, choose another one. 29.
What has been the longest period of time you've spent in hospital?
Okay.
I've never spent overnight. I have broken every bone in my body multiple times, but I don't think I've spent overnight, but I guess you had a kid, so.
Yeah, I spent 2 days in hospital and it was the worst experience of my life.
Well, you got a great kid out of it.
Oh yeah, I mean she was alright.
I mean, that's the idea, isn't it? Yeah, that would hope it'd be worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. Amy, have another go.
What is your best habit?
Ooh. Yeah.
Best
We've had the worst. So
I
what's
make
the
my
best
bed
habit?
every morning, and if I don't, I throw a diva tantrum.
Okay.
Every
You
morning.
make your bed every morning,
Every
regardless.
morning.
What
Every
about
morning.
you stay in a hotel?
Every morning.
Even if you're in a hotel?
The only time I don't is on camping and festivals. I just leave it everywhere.
Okay.
I leave socks all over Amy's bed because that's her favourite. Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. I feel like it's got something to do with organisation.
Yeah?
I'm like,
Bullet journaling.
yeah.
That's how we do. If you ever wonder how we get so much done, we bullet journal.
Really good at doing a lot of things with very little time.
Okay. It's a damn good habit to have.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Last one.
Gemma, have another go. Do one more each.
Okay. What is the most annoying thing you do?
Ooh. Right, this is always going to be. The idea was when this was put in, there'll be someone else here. So, you will get to answer this one for her.
What's the most annoying thing I do?
You do.
Me.
I think sometimes when you zone out and you don't listen and you just respond with that
Oh,
in
a
the
bee.
wrong place. And you know, we've done this where we've said really obscene things like, oh, you really love like massive huge dick. And she's like, Normally when she's like doing something or
Yeah.
like,
So you can
Playing
just get away with
Pokemon
it.
Go.
Playing Pokemon
Yeah.
Go.
That's my most annoying thing is playing Pokemon Go when people are trying to talk to me about
So
important
you know it
things.
though, you acknowledge it.
I know it happens. I don't mean for it. to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it
It's not
annoys you.
malicious.
Do I get to pick Amy's?
Yeah.
It's the most annoying thing Amie does. She'll kill me. I
Fuck.
don't think you are. You're not annoying. You don't annoy me. I love you.
There you go then. Let's keep it sweet and lovely. Right, Amy, choose one more.
I feel bad.
Let's finish this.
Oh, you've got loads of annoying stuff, Gemma.
Have you ever been so scared you closed your eyes or just
ran,
ran? Yeah.
Loads.
Often.
We're women, yeah, loads.
Yeah.
So that's part of the live woman experience.
Getting in the car when you're by yourself.
Walking down a dark street,
Yeah.
running down a dark street. I do a lot of eyes closed and screaming on like roller coasters and things. Planes. Oh, I hate flying.
Oh yeah.
I'm
planes,
terrified
planes.
of flying. So, and you're terrified of flying.
Yeah,
so when we play abroad, we like hold hands and like Amie closes her eyes and we just get through it.
Sunglasses on.
Sunglasses on so no one can see us.
Double Jack and Coke.
So if we could run on the plane, we would,
would.
but we couldn't.
No.
So we can't. So we just
Get
close our
through
eyes.
it, basically. 2023 has already been a strong year for you, and it feels well deserved because of how stunted you got at the time. And on a personal perspective, it bothers me so much. You know, Fractures came along, and COVID happened and the lockdown and so on, so it's incredible to see what's happening this year. You're going to do Bloodstock in August 2023.
Yeah.
The only, the hope and what you've already told me tonight, that it's going to keep building, so I can only wish you the best of luck for that. Thank you guys so much for taking time to do this.
You're most welcome. Please bring your skull questions to Bloodstock when we've had a few.
We've got a different set for Bloodstock.
Oh.
A completely different set.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?